Hello, you beautiful gods and goddesses. This is Tawanda Van Celestial Earth Goddess, and today I want to talk about how you know when you made the best decision of your life to leave a relationship. And I'm talking about any relationship. It could be a romantic relationship, a friendship, or just not dealing with certain family members, leaving a business relationship, hell, even leaving big organizations, or just not dealing with certain groups of people. Now, one of the major confirmations I can come up with is when initially someone, if you're breaking up in a romantic relationship, for instance, and it seems like everything went smoothly and they were willing to accept that the situation just didn't work and y'all could be friends or at least you could be cordial to each other. Well, sometime later, doesn't matter how late it is, it could have been within 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years, who the fuck knows? Just depends on how fast the person worked. When they come back and what they do is point fingers, blame you for the situation going wrong, acting as if they were the only ones that was risking something in the situation. Like they put so much time and effort into it and all you did was just fuck it up, blah, 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 blee, 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 and all that bullshit. That will definitely let you know that that wasn't the motherfucker you were supposed to be with. It's like, especially if you broke up with the person in a compassionate way. Now I understand sometimes, people gonna feel some kind of way, whether it's you that did the breaking up or you got broken up with and vice versa. That's normal. But that doesn't mean you're supposed to point fingers and play the blame game. Everybody plays a role in a relationship. Everybody plays a role in what made it good and what made it bad. And if they're acting as if you made them act a certain way because you, the core of who you are, was just wrong and you needed to change. First of all, don't none of us have to change for no fucking body. That ain't our job and it ain't our problem if a person don't like who we are. That's why you have a choice to deal with somebody or not deal with them. Personally, if I don't like a person that damn much, I just leave them the fuck alone. Now, of course, if it's a matter of respect and you feel like somebody disrespecting you, you let them know. You're honest and you come correct. But if it's just some bullshit like y'all have differences of opinion and you can't handle somebody thinking differently than you, motherfucker, please. And the reason I can say this is because I've had this experience before. And you know me. If you don't like me, oh well. Shit. There have been times where I hadn't talked to family members because they came at me disrespectful. And they know it. I will act like you ain't there. It's just what it is. Same thing with friendships or any other relationship. If a person is responding in a very bitter manner, or they're acting like they're a victim and they played no part in the situation, yeah, you did the right damn thing. And most definitely, if a person uses narcissistic abuser language, you dodged a motherfucking bullet. Thank yourself. Pat yourself on the back for thinking of you first and getting the fuck out. Some people really, it's not that you hurt them and they loved you so much and you just left them. It's more so their ego and pride hurt. Because how dare you not allow them to treat you like shit? How dare you loved yourself enough to leave they asses alone? How dare you? You're not supposed to care about yourself. You're only supposed to care about what the fuck they want. You're supposed to be so desperate for their love that you'll accept any damn thing. And what I say to you is, fuck that. Don't let nobody make you feel bad for thinking of you, because you're supposed to think about you before you think about any damn body else. Because guess what? You are the only person you got at the end of the damn day. Now, of course, we know that doesn't mean you're supposed to be like selfish to the point of you just don't give a fuck about other people. Duh. Just in case somebody wanted to say some silly shit. But it does. But in order for you to treat other people well, you have to know how to treat yourself. And the fact that they treated you like shit means that they don't love their damn self. And you ain't got time to deal with a person that needs fucking therapy. Actually, matter of fact, they need some damn spiritual healing. You can direct them to the best spiritualist, occultist, or whatever that you know to fix their ass. But you know, that's the problem. Some people don't want to fix themselves. Some people just want to place blame on other people. Although they've been going through the same fucked up cycle over and over and over and over again. But somehow it's never their fault. It's always yours. No, it ain't. It ain't never your fault. Somebody else's problems are their problems. Those people came into the situation with those problems. And because they have not worked out their fucked upness, they get triggered by the least little thing. Have you ever dealt with somebody? You could be having a great conversation, just about some regular shit. Ain't nobody saying nothing off the wall or crazy or disrespectful. But somehow that person all of a sudden got mad. Like you just cussed them out or some shit. Yeah, that motherfucker got a problem. And you need to leave him alone. Or her. This ain't no gender specific thing. I'm a straight woman, so I'm going to automatically say him. But it can be, like I said, any kind of relationship. Hell, I don't care if it's your damn mama or daddy. If they not right, they not right. And some of y'all got some very toxic parents. And you should leave them alone. I don't give a damn if they did bring you into the world. That ain't no excuse for them to treat you like shit. Some of y'all grew up with narcissistic parents or psychos or sociopaths. Like, I can only imagine what that's like. Now, none of us grew up in a 100% like, what's the best word? I'll just say leave it to Beaver type family. Hell, ain't nobody grew up in that kind of home. And the only reason I use that example is because, they just had this picture perfect cookie cutter type representation of what family is. Every family has some level of dysfunction, but some families are just completely off the charts. And some of y'all have gone through that. And it's unfortunate that you did, but for whatever reason, you came into this life to learn some hard ass lessons. Apparently you chose that life. I don't know. Hey. And that's cool, but just know that you got to work that shit out for whatever reason. But I'm bringing it on back to the regular subject at hand. But yes, y'all, it's never okay for somebody to treat you like shit, and it's never okay for you to accept that. So, put you first and get the fuck out. You did the best thing for yourself. And don't let that motherfucker gaslight you. They just want you to try to feel like shit because you did not allow them to control you. Which is what you were supposed to do. Not allow them to control you. It's some very messed up people in this world. I've been learning. And it's like, damn. Why are you even in a relationship? I noticed that sometimes the most messed up people want to be in a relationship. It's kind of like the equivalent of the person with the nasty ass house that always wants somebody to come visit. What the fuck is wrong with you? Clean your shit up first. Don't nobody want to come in your nasty ass house. I'm just saying. It's one thing to be junky, but it's another to be nasty. And we all know them nasty ass people. Ooh. Make your skin crawl when you go in their house. You don't even want to go in the house. You stay at the doorway. It's like, no thank you. But anyway. Is there anything else I need to say? No, not really. I believe that's enough. Bottom line, always love you and always do what's best for you. If your intuition tells you to leave a situation, leave a situation. Don't let nobody verbally abuse you. And don't let nobody think that they can just do whatever to you. And you're supposed to take it. And if they come back with some bullshit, trying to blame you for shit, just know that you made the best decision of your life by leaving them alone. Because just think how bad it could be. I do have some other stuff to say. Sometimes you find out the worst things about somebody after you stop fucking with them. Because then you'll have some people that you may have met and they just happen to know who that person is and they tell you some horrible shit. And it's like, fuck. I'm glad I don't fool with that person no more in any shape or fashion. Now, if it's your family, that's not till you may know. But some people have lived some very great double lives. Like was it the BTK? Wait a minute. Yeah, the BTK Killer. His family did not know he was a serial killer. He was able to hide it that damn well. Now that's a sociopath for your ass. Or maybe a psychopath. They kind of changed the definition up. Either way, both of them motherfuckers crazy. Who gives a fuck what name they are? And narcissists? I don't even know if a narcissist can be a decent person. Because usually most sociopaths and psychopaths have narcissistic tendencies. So just think about how fucked up that is. And you know them motherfuckers ain't shaped for no kind of reform. So the narcissist, yeah. As soon as you realize you're dealing with a narcissist, run. Don't look back. Just run. Just get the fuck away. Anyway, I hope it was well received. And until next time, you beautiful gods and goddesses, I bid you adieu.